You're going to be shocked to hear who is now free and out of prison unexpectedly and why. Comedian Bill Cosby was released from prison due to a Pennsylvania Supreme Court decision overturning Cosby's 2018 conviction for sexual assault on a procedural issue related to whether Bill Cosby's due process rights were violated. Due process requires that all criminal defendants are afforded a fair trial and they have a process that's fair before trial. This ruling is a little complicated. Basically what happened is that the former district attorney, Bruce Castor, apparently made oral promises to Cosby that he would not be charged for sexual assault in a criminal trial in exchange for a civil trial deposition. At the time, Castor believed that Cosby's criminal prosecution would probably be very difficult for a variety of reasons. So instead of pursuing a criminal trial, Castor encouraged Cosby to testify in the alleged victim Andrea Costin's civil suit. This is a form of an immunity agreement. Normally they're in writing, but this one wasn't put back in writing in 2005. Cosby claimed that he thus testified in the civil case and waived his Fifth Amendment right because he believed that he wouldn't have been prosecuted. The Fifth Amendment protects a criminal defendant from having to testify in either civil cases or in criminal cases at trial or in deposition. So fast forward several years later, different prosecutors decided to reopen the criminal charges against Cosby and used his testimony in the civil case against him, along with adding on additional victims claiming sexual assault against Cosby. The Supreme Court justices, in a divided opinion, found that it was a violation of Cosby's due process rights and described the prosecutor's subsequent criminal trial as an affront to fundamental fairness and overturned Cosby's conviction. Despite a prior finding that no agreement was made since it wasn't in writing, the court determined that Cosby's statements from a different case, along with the witnesses or victims who had been identified in the deposition testimony, unfairly tipped the balance of justice against him. It's important to point out that the Pennsylvania High Court overturned Cosby's conviction on a technicality. The court's ruling neither rejects nor affirms whether he in fact committed any of the alleged crimes.